Hi, Dr. Katie Chobot here from Covington Veterinary Hospital, and I would like to share with you today some information about heartworm disease in dogs.
And how are heartworms spread?
Heartworms are spread by a mosquito biting a dog that has heartworms and then biting a dog that doesn't, and it transmits the baby heartworm worms into the bloodstream.
So can heartworm be spread from dog to dog directly?
Not through direct contact. Heartworms is not spread through direct contact between dogs. It has to go through the mosquito for its life cycle.
And then can humans get heartworm?
No, it's very rare for a human to get heartworm disease.
What are the signs of heartworm disease?
Yeah, the signs can be varied from nothing at all to cough or exercise intolerance, even as it progresses to heart failure with fluid developing in the lungs and the abdomen and even sometimes in the legs.
And can dogs die from heartworms?
Dogs can definitely die with or without treatment from heartworm disease. So I definitely prefer to prevent heartworms rather than have to treat them for it.
How is heartworm disease diagnosed?
Heartworm disease is diagnosed with a blood test, and we draw a little blood sample and run a test that tests for adult heartworms. So it takes 6 months from the time the mosquito bites until the adult worms are present. So it's only looking for what's happened before 6 months ahead.
When should my dog be tested?
We recommend testing your dog every year, starting at 1 year of age, or if they haven't started heartworm prevention or missed a dose, we recommend testing them 6 months after starting heartworm prevention.
Is there a way to prevent my dog from getting heartworm disease?
Yeah, my favorite way to prevent dogs getting heartworm disease is ProHeart injection. It is a shot that they would get once a month, and that shot kills the baby larva as the mosquito bites them and prevents that baby heartworm from developing at all. The other option is to give a tablet once a month, and that tablet works by killing the larvae that have been developing over the last month and purges those worms. And that's why this is a little bit less ideal, because if you're late or you miss a dose, those baby worms are getting stronger and harder to kill and may not die. They could develop into adult heartworm disease.
What if I miss a dose of prevention medication?
You should go ahead and give that dose as soon as you remember, and just let the clinic know if you were late or you skipped a dose. We will want to retest your dog in 6 months.
Could I skip the heartworm prevention in the winter?
It is not recommended to skip heartworm in the winter. Part of it is the tablet that reaches backwards, but also that if the mosquitoes are overing winter in your house, which I've seen mosquitoes year round inside my house, then they need to be protected from heartworm disease.
And then what if my dog has heartworms?
Then if your dog has heartworms, it's not necessarily the end of the world. We can treat that. Treatment is a little bit of a process that lasts about 6 months. We start with some oral medication to weaken the worm, and then we also give a series of injections that are given in the dog's muscles along their back. Those injections along the back kill the adult worms slowly.
Is the treatment painful?
That treatment can actually be really painful because this is a deep muscle injection into the muscles in their back. There's often swelling and pain associated with that injection.
Is there a risk with treatment?
There is a lot of risk with treatment. So we are killing these adult worms in their heart, and as that dies, pieces of the worm can break off and form a blood clot and go to their lungs. And that's the biggest risk, that they could have difficulty breathing from the blood clot from the worms dying. So that's why we recommend extended period of restricted activity. Generally, that 6 months of treatment, they need to have restricted activity, which can be really hard to be compliant with, but is very necessary to reduce the risks.
And then what is the recovery process like?
Yeah, the recovery process is a lot of medication, a lot of veterinary visits, and really a lot of just strict limiting activity. Your dog's going to need to be on leash, not having rowdy or rough play, and really limited in what they're able to do.
Are there long-term problems for heartworm treated dogs?
So even if your dog does get through the heartworm treatment, which most dogs do really pretty well with that, there is going to be some irreversible damage to the heart and lungs. So even with treatment, we can't undo some of the damage that's been done to the heart and lungs. Although most dogs are able to go back to, good activity, happy life, but probably not as active, not as exercise tolerant as they were before heartworm disease. And if you have any further questions, feel free to contact us at Covington Veterinary Hospital.